Well, I am fresh out of the shower and trying to film this video before I start work this morning because we just found out that apparently Microsoft is considering buying Discord. It came out yesterday that Discord was shopping around for a buyer, and a lot of people are worried, what does that mean? Does this mean that Discord is gonna go away? Well, I have a few ideas about that, so stick around. My name is Matt, and I've been a product manager in the tech world for about 5 years now, and been following the policy, culture, and business of tech and gaming for around 15 years. So I've seen these acquisitions happen over time and know the many ways that they go down. If you didn't hear it, last night it came out that Discord has been shopping around for a buyer. And this morning it came out that one of those potential buyers might be Microsoft. So how could an acquisition of Discord by Microsoft go down? Well, I think there's actually 3 different ways that acquisition could happen, and actually have one bonus outcome too that's not related to those. So stick around for that, and tell me in the comments which of these you think is most likely to happen. Now, the easiest way for us to divine some information about the future here is to look at how Microsoft behaved with their previous acquisitions. And of course, the first one that people are gonna bring up is Mixer. I don't know if you can see that. The one that I immediately think of when I think of Microsoft acquisitions is this calendar app called Sunrise that I was in love with. Microsoft acquired both Beam, which would eventually be named Mixer, and Sunrise, and tried to keep them alive, tried to keep them functioning, either as a separate business or as something they brought into the company like they did with Sunrise. Sunrise eventually became a part of Outlook, and they shut the app down instead of leaving that original experience for people to use. We all know what happened with Mixer. They couldn't make it a viable business, and they frankly mishandled it. And Mixer ended up needing to be shut down even though they had tied it into the Xbox experience. Frankly, this is a worst case scenario for what a Microsoft acquisition of Discord could be. But I personally don't think that this one's going to happen. The next thing that could happen is something similar to what happened to both Xamarin and HockeyApp. Now, both Xamarin and HockeyApp are development tools. Xamarin is a way to let you build mobile apps for iOS and Android using Microsoft's development tools. And HockeyApp is a way to distribute those apps for beta testing. Xamarin just smoothly became a part of Microsoft as they were acquired, but they mostly left the tools, I wouldn't say untouched, they actually improved them over time. HockeyApp has a very similar story, but they've become much more embedded into Microsoft on the whole. And in fact, they renamed HockeyApp entirely to some business thing that I can't remember. The URL redirects to a Microsoft site. There's really not a ton of HockeyApp branding anymore, but the product and that team is still alive. I don't think that Discord is particularly poised for this kind of acquisition. There's a way that it could happen. I think if Microsoft decided that Discord was going to live next to or among the Microsoft Teams group, then we might see something like this happen. However, I think it's this third one that is most likely with Microsoft in 2021, because Microsoft in 2021 really wants to be more relevant in the video game space. The third way that this could go down is that Microsoft could leave Discord alone once they acquire it. Very similar to what happened with Github and with some of their game studios. In this case, Discord would run as a completely separate business, and they wouldn't do a ton to integrate it. They might have a few features here or there, but it would mostly run as a separate business. This is how GitHub operates right now. If you don't know, GitHub is a place where, and I'm oversimplifying here, you can collaborate with other developers on your code base for whatever software that you're writing. And out in the developer world, GitHub still has a name independent of Microsoft. People understand that Microsoft is involved in that sort of hierarchy. And in fact, recently there was some stuff about Microsoft Exchange vulnerabilities being hosted on GitHub and being taken down. So people are aware that Microsoft owns GitHub, but GitHub mostly operates as a separate company. Similar to that, we've seen a lot of the game studios that Microsoft has bought over time. Yes, they live under the Xbox Game Studios org. However, they mostly function as separate entities. I believe that this is how Bethesda will operate, as an example. And I think it's how Discord could operate. I really think this happens if Discord joins the Xbox group. That's actually the group that Beam or Mixer joined as well. And they tried to do a kind of model there. I just think that business wasn't viable. And as for that bonus outcome, Discord might not get acquired at all. because this could just be them going out into the world, kind of shopping around, looking for information about what is valuable to other companies about their company. Companies do this all the time. They might be looking for things they could do better. They might be trying to understand their valuation. Who knows what Discord could be looking for, but that is absolutely something that could be going on. At the stage that Microsoft is involved, I don't know that this is what's happening anymore. That was what I was convinced of last night when I went to bed, but who knows? This could just be them shopping around. If I have to guess, I think that a Microsoft acquisition of Discord would land somewhere between them integrating the product fully into the company and leaving it alone. I don't really think that they would bring it on to the Microsoft Teams group. However, that is an outcome, especially with Slack and Microsoft Teams competing so fiercely right now, and them dropping the ball on Skype for so long. But I personally think that Discord is a better fit for the Xbox team, and that's why I think that it's somewhere between leaving it alone and integrating into the company. I think that we'll see some of these features pop up on Xbox, and we might even see some of the PC Xbox gaming stuff work better with Discord. Who knows what those features could be? I'm sure that Microsoft has great people to think about them. Honestly, just running Discord on my Xbox while playing games would be incredible. In any case, more acquisitions of multi-billion-dollar companies by multi-billion-dollar mega corporations is bad for the US and for the world. So I really hope that they just don't. Like this video if you want more people to see it, and leave a comment below telling me what you think is gonna happen with Discord. Subscribe to the channel if you wanna see more of my face, and if you wanna get more info on tech and gaming policy and culture. I will see y'all next time.